There you are.
Yeah.
So where are you now? Like, are you at home or?
Yes, I'm at home today.
Okay, all right then. So you basically live in that city, the city where you work. Do you live there as well, or do you just stay in a flat or?
Oh, I just pulang pergi.
So you go back and forth from
Yeah.
home to the office, and then back home again. All right then. So yeah. So how are you doing today? It says, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing Google meeting, Zoom
Oh,
meeting with you right now.
okay. Fantastic. So tell me about what you did this morning before having this meeting. Did you have any breakfast? Did you have anything to do before it?
I just woke. I just wake up. I just wake up at 8 a.m.
Okay.
and then I prepare for Zoom meeting with you
All right
and
then.
doing nothing.
Doing nothing. So, this is weekend, right? Like Saturday and Sunday. Do you sometimes like go out with your friends at the weekends and going somewhere, or you just stay at home?
Mostly I just stay at home, but if my friend call me to go out, I get there.
Okay. Where do you guys sometimes go out? Like having lunch together, or just hanging out, or?
Usually we just hanging out to mall and another mall in Jakarta or Tangerang,
Okay.
and we hunting a new food, a new resto, or a new brand of clothes.
Okay. That's that's really like a woman stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like,
woman
but
stuff.
literally women like to shop, I think, mostly. Do you think that women like to shop mostly, or do you find yourself not, you know, typical person or typical woman who likes to shop?
Pardon, Mister?
So do you think that women mostly, or all women mostly like to shop or not?
Like I like short.
Shop, go shopping. Do you like to go shopping?
Go shopping.
Do you like it, or you don't really like it?
I like it, but it's not really just like.
Okay, just if you have time, right?
Yeah, have time and have much money.
Yeah, but because sometimes I have seen lots of my friends and female friends, they really like to go shopping in malls, shopping malls, and they really like to buy new clothes literally every single week. And I think it's ridiculous because they will keep lots of clothes, right?
Yeah.
And yeah. So what do you think of that? What do you think of this phenomenon, like women like to go shopping all the time?
I think, in my opinion, women shopping is to healing their emotion or level up our mood. Level up our mood.
Okay, that's a new thing for me. I didn't know before that shopping actually is a healing for women. But yeah, alright then. I'm actually a bit curious about the city of Jakarta, or your city, which is Tangerang. Is it sometimes really crowded in Jakarta at Saturday and Sunday.
Oh,
Also,
also crowded, crowded every day as well.
oh my God, really?
In weekend too, crowded in several mall or almost all mall of Jakarta or Tangerang, because we have no park or we have no like mountain or something like that, so we spend our time in mall
Okay.
from
See,
start
yes,
start morning until 9.
wow, that's really ridiculous. I mean, it's quite different from Yogyakarta, I believe, because at the weekends, particularly on Saturday and Sunday, like literally there will be no people on the streets. Like they prefer to stay at home. They don't like to go out on Sundays or on Saturdays because they feel like, oh, this is Sunday, so this is Saturday. I just want to stay at home because I'm going to work again on Monday. So I think it's quite different from Jakarta and Tangerang. Probably you guys, because you don't really have like nature, right?
Yeah,
Like
right, that's right.
mountains. So, but I think Jakarta has a beach, right?
Yeah, beach, but
What do you think of the beach? Do you like it?
I like
Or you don't
it
really
too.
like it?
Yeah, I like it too. But beach is so hot, so I think most of people like at mall rather than at beach.
Yeah, because it's gonna be so hot, the sun will come up and everything will be so hot.
Yeah.
Alright. I believe there has been like a case in Jakarta which is sort of like the pollution of the air of Jakarta, right? What do you think of that? Do you feel like the pollution of the air of Jakarta has been affecting you as a person?
In me personally, it's not, but in several my friend, actually they were sick.
Okay. And I believe particularly children, right? Like, I believe there are so many children affected by this phenomenon, by this incident, I think, where Jakarta is really hot and yeah, there are lots of pollutions and stuff like that. What do you think of the solution then? Based on your opinion, what kind of solution that we can do to tackle the issue?
As a individual, our solution, in my opinion, the solution is use public transportation, and then in individual solution, yeah. But in society solution, I think we have to work from home, like pandemic, or our government have to manage the pollution from company or like that, stuff like that, pollution. Because I think the pollution not only just the motorcycle, bus or car in Jakarta, but also from the company. They give us the pollution.
I believe. I think it's in your area. Is it South Tangerang? Or is it?
Yeah, South Tangerang.
Yeah. I think there are so many factories, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So they basically produce like pollutions and it's spread out around Tangerang and Jakarta, and it's affecting the people there. Yeah. All right then. But sometimes the solutions can be quite hard to do, I think.
Yeah,
In a
very hard.
social level and individual level, like, do you still go to work, like when using motorcycle or using your car, or do you take public transportations to go to work?
I always take public transportation because it's cheap
Okay.
and comfortable for me.
Okay, but what about, can you tell me the price? Like, is it really, really cheap, or?
Oh, really? It's really, really cheap. From Tangerang to Jakarta, only 3,000 rupiah.
Oh, wow. But I believe that it will take a long time.
Yeah, that's right. A long time.
Is it in it?
I spend.
So how long did it take? How long does it take you?
I spend 2 hours from my home to my office. 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, that's a long time.
a long time.
I can't imagine that, like, people going to work and spending like 2 hours from home by using public transportation. Do you feel really comfortable with that kind of situation every single day? Like a 2-hour trip from your home to your office?
In the first time, I feel uncomfortable, but along the time, it's normal, I think.
You get used to it. I
Yeah.
think you get used to it. Okay. Alright then. Well, thank you very much. That was for the small talk
Yeah.
session in the morning. So now, because we are going to do like an IELTS speaking test, which is the first part of the test. So I'm going to be pretending to be the examiner, and you will be just the test taker. All right?
Alright.
Okay, so let's get started. This is the International English Language Testing System taking place in Jakarta on the 15th of October 2023. The candidate is Fitri Susanti and the candidate's number is 069. The examiner is Muhammad Abi Rafiq Al-Ghazali, and that's me. The examiner number is 065. Could you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Fitri Susanti.
Okay. And where do you live in your country?
I live in Tangerang, near from Jakarta, the capital city of Indonesia.
Okay. Do you think it is a nice place to live in Tangerang?
It's not really, but yeah, sometimes.
Okay. All right then. In this first part of the test, I'm going to give you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about newspapers and magazines. So, which magazines and which newspapers do you usually read, and why?
I used to read magazine, but now I didn't. But now I no use it again. I used to read magazine that contain is the Zodiac or girl stuff or something like that.
Okay, so you basically used to read like entertaining magazines, I think, for women and stuff like that. What about academic newspapers or academic magazines, like, or academic articles? What kinds of academic articles are you most interested in? Why?
Is Bobo in my country, bobo is like academical magazine for a child or for children in my country. There is so many information in that magazine, and there is a story about plant, insect, human, or friends, and etc.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. But have you ever read, or have you ever read a newspaper or a magazine in a foreign language like Japanese or Chinese or probably just English? Have you?
I haven't read the magazine like that because I don't really like read.
Okay.
It's boring.
But do you think that reading, a newspaper or reading a magazine in a foreign language like English is actually a good way to learn the language or not?
Yeah, I think it's the good way to learn English or learn foreign language because there is a structure and any vocabulary, and we can learn from those.
Okay. And you told me before that you didn't really like reading because it's
yes.
boring.
That's right.
Well, some people would say that, but I believe that other people would say it different because they really like reading. So let's talk about you. What about in the future? Do you think in the future later, let's say like in 5 years or in 10 years, you still don't like reading, or you will read a lot more magazines and newspapers again in the future?
No. I think not for future, but right now I have to read any books or any newspaper or any magazine because from those are so many information, and we can that is those things can make our creativity leverage.
Okay, fantastic. And let's talk about young generation or young people in your country, in Indonesia. Do you think that young generation today tend to read a lot? Or do you think they just like to watch, social media and stuff?
In my country, I think the young generation like the social media. Example is TikTok because it's so entertain us. We just scroll or swipe, and we can love or